Yo.
Yo.
Yari, what's up?
What's going on? What's poppin'?
This is our first live pod.
Yeah.
Quarantine style.
Yeah.
On YouTube. No in-person activity, of course.
Yep.
Got a beautiful group of people watching us so far.
Hey, guys.
Happy to see, turnout. This is, we've been delaying this because, Yadi's been a little
I have anxiety.
fearful
okay?
of, I don't want to say fearful, but anxious about
yeah.
getting on camera live. I was like, babe, we do this every
All the
single
time.
week.
All the time. And we don't, full disclosure, we do not edit our podcast
Right,
episodes.
right.
It's just straight conversation.
Literally, no editing, straight up. So I was like, babe, we're literally just going to do everything we always do.
I was getting cold sweats, whew, really? I'm really about to do this, huh?
Except people can comment. That's the only difference. And we can
Yeah.
see people that are watching. That's it. But
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. And, I don't know, it makes me feel hey friends. I don't know. It's kind of exciting. So I'm excited now.
Right. I mean, it feels good. It just feels like we're doing our show, right?
Yeah.
No
literally,
difference.
No difference.
No difference.
Nope.
All right. This is episode 69, by the way. We usually don't have a topic when we, first, come up. When we just turn the mics on and record whatever we feel like saying, we say. But today we actually did have a topic. Well, we'll get into that a little later. But I just want to check on you today. How are you today?
On me?
How was your week?
Oh, let's see. The week was kind of crazy. I feel like I'm slowly getting in the motion of my new routine.
Yeah.
During the whole quarantine and since everything started last year, I feel like I've gone through phases of these routines, and the most recent routine is working out.
Yeah.
I work out
Shout
now,
out to
guys.
Yari. Went to the gym. Hold on. How many? What'd you hit? 2 times this week?
Yeah.
3 times?
Well, I went to the gym twice, and then I did yoga. So
Yoga's a workout. I don't know if you guys tried.
Oh, yoga is a workout.
The Apple has a Fitness Plus through their whatever.
Yeah.
There's a couple on there that is it says relaxing flow, but I was sweating my ass off with a 20-minute yoga. I was like, bro, this is not relaxing.
No.
At all.
No, yoga is a workout, and the more you do it, obviously, you can do more poses and movements, but they get harder.
Yeah.
And they work different muscles of your body. So, I've been doing these, shoulder stretches, and I'm like, holy shit. You can feel that. But, yeah, my new routine consists of, working out. I do journaling twice a week with Goddess Council, which is, amazing. I have, my work day, and then it's just very self-care.
Yeah.
Very, very me. So I'm really enjoying it.
Right.
Although it was hectic and crazy and chaotic, it's good, I don't know. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
I'm glad we see you. It's good to have a partner in the gym.
Yeah.
I was just saying, sometimes you don't feel motivated and going, after work and doing all this stuff. So it's better to go with somebody and have somebody, we could push each other. Before I used to push you and you just wouldn't move. But now, I can at least say, hey, Yadi, I don't ever call you Yadi, but hey, babe, I booked the gym for an hour.
Yeah.
Come on down. Just do 30 minutes if you want, do a quick ride. So that's
and it's been so helpful. I never thought I would be this person. I used to be the person that's proud of not working out. I don't work out.
Right.
That's not for me.
Right.
And it's why are you proud of that, girl?
That's
not something to be proud of.
you're already, skinny. So people say, oh, you don't have to work out anyway. But there's a lot
lazy.
Right. But it's a lot of other things. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're 100% healthy,
Correct. Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there who don't work out at all, can't move. You tried to run.
Oh my God.
Didn't happen.
If I had to run for my life. Yeah.
But you do want to be in some type of shape.
Yeah.
And what else is going on this week?
So aside from that, I was excited for this, of course. You text me Wednesday,
yeah. I did it last minute, so she had no time to really think about it and just let's do it.
And I was like, okay. So I'm excited. I'm here, and it's Friday, so that's even more exciting.
Right.
So it's spring. It's just
almost spring.
It's
almost there.
I keep saying it's spring, but it's if it's not snowing and the sun is out, I'm like, okay, cool.
The city did have a little buzz to it. I was, I've been I go to work 3 days a week, 2 days a week. So I see things. You know, people are putting things together. Like they're building those outdoor spaces in front of their restaurants. People are like looking like they got a little pep in their step. I was feeling good. I was like, yeah, well, you know, one of those movie scenes. You're just walking down. It's like I'm feeling kind of good. I don't know why. It's still a pandemic. I got this damn mask on, but I am feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I got a haircut. You know, I was feeling really good. Obviously, and I came home. I didn't tell her I was getting a haircut. She was like, "Yo, what are you doing? Why? Yo, how you get a haircut, bro?"
I was like, shocked.
Disrespectful.
I was actually in shock. Like because you were walking around the house and I didn't look at you.
I just, you know,
and then at one point I turned around and I was like, "You got a haircut? How dare you? Like, how dare you get a haircut without telling me? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, what's going on here?"
You know. But yeah, I got the haircut. I was feeling fresh. You know, I felt like a new man. My confidence was. I was like, let's go live this week.
Yeah.
You know, let's just.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Let's just go. No, that was before I got the haircut. But after I was like, you know, I'm gonna get a haircut today because you know. The weather,
like, you know, active on social media.
Active. I posted 2 times. If you've been following for the last few episodes, I kind of spoke about how I dislike the process of posting pictures.
He's been active on
videos and stories and stuff. So, you know, Daddy's back. You know, Daddy's back on the medias. So look out.
With a fresh haircut.
But yeah, other than that, the week has been pretty chill. You know, I've been streaming more too. I went on my practice for this is to go on my video game stream, my Wolf House Gaming streaming service here.
Right.
You know, where I play video games and talk shit to people. So people love that too. So it's my way of practicing for this and when we go live and all that stuff. So,
I don't have a practice.
No, this is your practice. You just throw you in the gauntlet and you just figure it out. That's your power. You can just adjust and adapt to it.
I feel like, you know, like, and this happened to me a lot in college too. My friends or like my peers, my classmates would always say like, you do so well in presentations. Like, what's your like secret or whatever? Like, you just it feels natural to you and like we follow what you're saying. And I'm like, you do? Because I feel like I'm just up there like fighting for my life. Like, I'm just like saying whatever I remember, trying to read the slides and whatever. Right. And people are like, no, it's like you're like the best in the class. Yeah. And I'm like, what? So that's how I feel about this. People are like, no, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And I'm like, am I? I don't know. I just black out.
You're going to be fine.
Just black out and say whatever.
You know, I had a similar thing in college because I didn't really speak like all the time. Like a lot of people thought I was quiet at first. But once I opened up a little bit and actually spoke, we were like, oh. You know, Kev's actually a fun guy. You know, he likes to have a good time. And in class, too, I didn't really talk. So, like, when I finally gave a speech in class, especially for my master's, it was just like, that was damn good.
Right. They're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, one of those I was like semi-buzzed. You know, I was in the party the night before.
Oh, my God.
Was at, me and my mom went to college went to get our masters together.
Yeah.
So she knew I was wasted.
Oh, my God. She would call me and, like, just be like, Kev is, like, sleeping in the car.
Yeah, I would go to the... I would go to the car, take a nap before the next class.
Crazy.
And I had a speech the time after. And I killed that shit. I was like, you know what? I can do anything.
This is for your master's.
Anything is possible.
This is crazy. This is not like, 19, 20 years old partying in college. Like, this is master's.
I like Meredith. Hey, it's college, you know?
Yeah. Like, you're way past that partying time, but... you have a young soul.
The young soul, Yeah. I mean, it was a while ago. I did go to get my master's, like, when I was, like, 24, 25, something like that. So, a while ago. It's still partying age, except you got a little cash in the bank so you could buy a few more drinks than you normally would. So,
yeah.
But that's the only difference.
Yeah, so the partying goes up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I did get the vaccine last week.
How was that?
It was interesting, because you go in there, and they got all these like EpiPens and like, other shots to like wake you up if you like faint or something, and you see them all on the table lined up. I was like, yo, huh? Am I gonna be all right?
Damage control right next to you, just in case.
Right. So my job actually offered them to us because we're healthcare workers. So I was able to get it, last week, but. I didn't have any major symptoms. I felt like my temperature was rising a little bit, but I checked that everything was fine.
Yeah.
But they said to expect like a few symptoms here and there.
Yeah.
But I was feeling good. I feel good. I feel like I can safely go outside, and it doesn't stop you from getting the virus.
Right.
So you can still get the virus with the vaccine. I know there's some misconceptions out there, but you can still get the virus with the vaccine. So keep that in mind. Don't just go out partying just because you got the vaccine. Even though I felt like I was invincible for a minute there, but I was like, you know what? Let me just chill out a bit. You know,
it's like those memes where like it's like a group of people dancing and they're like me and the girls after we get the vaccine. That was you.
That's exactly how I was. I walked out there feeling good. I got an extra pep. No. You know, boy got the haircut. You know,
gosh.
hold up.
You know, so people are asking in the chat which vaccine you got.
I got the Pfizer. So the Pfizer was, I think they said 95% effective. Okay. And it was also effective against the UK strain. I don't know about the South African one, but we'll see. You know, I heard there's more symptoms with the second shot than the first one. So we'll see. You know, if I need to stay home a day, I'll stay home a day. But
so you're up for that soon?
Yeah.
For the second one? I
mean, I feel good. I feel like, you know, I'm doing the right thing. I'm protecting people. You know, I want to get this over with. I'm sure some of you do too. I don't feel like we're putting our lives on the line. I feel like our lives are already on the line.
Correct. That's how
with
I feel.
COVID.
Yeah.
And I would hate to get somebody I love like sick.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. So I think it's worth it. I mean, of course, make your own decisions and what works for you. But I think it's worth getting the vaccine.
If you have access to it.
If you have access to it. And I think they said by end of May, everybody will have access to it.
Right.
So, there's another Johnson & Johnson gets got approved. So, there's a lot of vaccines coming. I think end of May, we could have a normal life again if everybody chooses to get vaccinated.
Memorial Day weekend's going to be lit.
Yeah. Summer is lit. Summer's
I'm trying not to get my hopes up. Like,
right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll listen to Bad Bunny outside.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah. Go listen to the guy with the Boost Mobile story.
I want to party with like my friends, not with this loser.
Right. And I want to, my family. A lot of my family did get the vaccine as well, so we feel a lot more safe being together. Yeah. So when I mentioned before, it doesn't stop you from getting coronavirus. It does stop the major symptoms like the lung failure.
Yeah.
Respiratory issues and things like that. It stops those from occurring. So you can still get COVID. It just will prevent you from having those major symptoms 95% of the time. So there's still a chance you can get sick.
And it doesn't stop the spread either.
Right.
So everyone wear your masks,
right.
even if you get the vaccine.
Right. And they still want us to get tested,
of course,
even if you got the vaccine.
That's like the norm now, like getting the Q-tip up your nose. It's it's
a
regular thing.
I was doing it like every 3 weeks or so. If I saw anybody, I would get the vaccine, and hopefully they're getting the vaccine. They tell me they're getting the vaccine if I see people.
The test, not the vaccine.
I mean, sorry, the test, the COVID test, right? So hopefully they're getting the test too. But I try to get the test as much as I can, and if I'm going to see people, I get the test. So protect the people out there, y'all.
Of course, let's do the right thing, guys.
Right. And we are live, by the way, people. For the people listening on Monday, we are live. If you're in the stream, what's up? Drop a like, drop a wolf, drop a unicorn emoji. Let us know
any questions
you are here before we jump into some other stuff.
Yeah, let's see them.
Yeah.
Ready?
Give you guys a second.
Go.
I'll just talk a minute. If you can see the support me sign right there. I always like to. Right there. That's our subscription service there. So if you'd like to buy us a coffee, it's only $5 a month.
Yeah.
And you get access to some exclusive content there. We didn't put anything up yet, but we will. Exclusive content. You get a free sticker. You get a one-on-one chat with us. You get a what was the other? I always forget the last.
Is it a shout out?
Yeah, you get a shout out on the pod, as well as a ad slot on a pod. So you can
promote your business.
Right.
Yeah.
And our numbers are going up too, so we're feling pretty confident about.
Oh yeah, I'm like, this is gonna blow up. I feel it in my soul. So yeah, hey.
I see the woman in the corner. I see your family's out here. Yeah. What's up, Nancy? Nancy, is it really your birthday? I have a note in my phone that says "Wish Nancy happy birthday." I could have been wasted that night. It looks like it's been in my calendar for a few years, but I'm assuming
happy birthday, Nancy. Oh, I miss you. I feel like I saw her like so long ago. It was at Wolf House last time I saw her.
Oh, when we did not the first one, not the second one.
No, the Love Story.
They were both at Love Story.
Yeah. So the
first one.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah,
so that was a long time ago.
That was like 3 years ago.
First Wolf House. Aww.
So yeah, if it's really your birthday, Nancy, happy birthday. I don't have a happy birthday button, but we'll give you a little hand clap and some air horns. And I like it.
If it's really
it is your birthday. Happy birthday, Yay. Nancy. Y'all, you want to sing her happy birthday?
No. I went to the Paris Hilton. Happy birthday.
31.
31.
Wow, big years.
Yeah, that is not old. No.
No, you're not old. Come on.
Oh yeah, we saw her at Mo's.
Yeah. That's true.
That was so much fun.
That was a good time. I don't get to see my college friends. Everybody's kind of like done their own thing and moved on. So I only see a few of them here and there. But yeah, it was good to see everybody together having a blast.
So much fun. Yeah, that was fun.
Nancy, I'm gonna send you a sticker because it's your birthday today and you're here on the live pod. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Wolf and Unicorn sticker is coming your way. We'll get your information later, because I don't have.
Yeah, don't put it in the chat, please. We don't want stalkers.
Show them on the broadcast, like, Nancy, we know where you live now.
No, don't put it in the chat. We'll send you a gift. How exciting!
Let me see if I had anything else to talk about before we jump in the main topic today.
Okay. His notes, pulling up the notes.
Yeah. Well, my Face ID didn't work here.
I don't really have notes. I just come on and talk.
Yeah, I tried to take a few notes of things that happened throughout the week. But,
yeah.
Oh, I did want to talk about my scheduling these days.
Okay.
I'm off, since the pandemic and being home. Mm-hmm. I think these days, and probably people can relate, I kind of just do things whenever, wherever, however,
What do you mean by that?
Consistency with the gym.
Yeah.
I used to wake up 5 a.m. every day.
That's right. Yeah.
And just go work out, CrossFit, go lift, whatever, do something, ride my bike.
Yeah.
4:30, 5 a.m. I'm out the door, back home doing whatever till you wake up or bothering you till you wake up.
Yeah, that was mainly it. Yep.
But I feel like I'm a little off. I just feel like it's hard to get into a flow because I'm all out of sync. Even the podcast, I don't have a schedule for editing really anymore. I just kind of do it whenever.
Yeah.
I have a few other projects I'm working on. The healthcare app I mentioned on a few episodes ago, and I did send it out to a few people to review and take a look at. So if you got, if you want to check out my healthcare app that I'm working on,
he built a whole app, y'all. An app,
so I think it's gonna help people. So we'll see, but nothing public yet. But if you just want to take a look, if you supporting the pod, of course you can take a quick look and just let us know.
Of course.
But I have that. I'm working on a script. I have 2 episodes semi-written. The second one's more than half done. Yeah. So before I would be able to do all these things, because I allotted time, an hour here, an hour there for. But
you still have the time.
I have the time. Yeah. It's just I don't have to
concept of the time.
Right. I don't have to do it on a schedule, so I just kind of, and when you don't have that schedule, you kind of let things fall.
Yeah.
So that's been happening a lot for me.
Yeah.
And so yeah, even our Facebook group, I'm the person who kind of manages it and talks to people. I let that slip. I was like, okay, I'm going to post something today. And I let that slip for 2 weeks or whatever. And then, I finally was all right, every morning I'm going to jump on here. I'm going to say a few words and just get in there. Yameli, not Yameli, Zanel, we're booked.
We're
booked and busy.
We sure are.
And I'll send you the link. Zanel, I'll send you the link so you can check it out too.
Yeah.
But, so just
I kind of feel the same. Let me say this. I have my own internal schedule because of my anxiety and all this other stuff that I'm managing, but I feel some days I just have no idea what time it is or what's going on or what's due today, what day is it, what month are we on. So it's very hard to keep track of projects and stuff when you don't know what's going on. For example, I had some goals for Q1 for the podcast, and I was wait, it's we're 3 months in, what's going on? So it's very difficult, but I feel I need that flexibility. I need the creative space to just do just be.
Right.
But at the same time, I do miss the structure. So as long as we find that perfect balance and know that we have all the flexibility in the time because we're working from home and like we're able to do all these things, but also have like some sort of structure in there. Right. It's just so hard to like find that sweet spot.
It's tough to stay on top of it. Of course, I love the freedom to do it whenever I want, but I think I just need those. I don't know, the way my brain works. I need those times allotted for that. Otherwise, I'll just jump on and do some bullshit and play video games for 4 hours and just be like, oh wait, I had to do something. Like, I got tomorrow, I'm good. There's no rush. I don't need to do this today. Until there's a rush, and then
I think the most difficult part for me is like being home. Like I love being home, and like we have this like amazing new space, and like if I'm working and I stand up and go to get water and I see that something needs to get done in the house, I'll start doing it. And it's like, girl, what are you doing? Like you're still at work. Why are you like cleaning the bathroom or like starting laundry? Like go back to work. But then I just like want to have like a clean space and all this stuff. So it's just it's very difficult. Like I also miss just like New York in general. Like I feel like I moved to New York and I had a year and a half of like so much fun and so much exploring, and I finally was getting the hang of it and like taking the trains and going on adventures and going to Brooklyn and going to Soho and doing all that stuff by myself, which I was like so afraid to do in the beginning. And then it like shut down. I'm like, well, okay, like what's going on here? Like this is nothing. I do not feel very Carrie Bradshaw in these streets. Like this is not Sex and the City anymore. Like we're actually this is Orange is the New Black. Like we're locked up, inside. So, I mean, hopefully we get to go back to that, and like hopefully there's a little bit of flexibility there too. Like when we go back to quote unquote normal life. And like go back into the office and stuff like that, I really hope it's not as rigid and like strict as it was before, because we're not the same. Like I feel winded when I go out to like the grocery store and like run an errand, and I'm like, whoo, I need to go home. My feet hurt. So yeah.
I mean, so I don't know. I'll figure it out. I woke up 4 a.m. today. Went to the gym. 4:30 to 5:30. I watched WandaVision for that was another hour. I ate breakfast. So I feel like this is what I need to do, because I was able to read. I was able to, do my research for the stock market for the morning, see what was going to, pop or not, what was looking good. So I by 7:30 a.m., I was like ready to go. I had everything I needed to do for the day done already.
Yeah, like a whole life before I even woke up.
I did a 3-hour shift before you even woke up.
Yeah.
So, I think I need to get back to that. Okay. And not just like all over the place, waking up different times every day. Yeah. I need to stick to my regiment, do my workouts, do my healthy eating, whatever I need to do, and just lock in and work on my project. So I'll be allotting time throughout the next couple of weeks. We'll see how it goes, but I need to get my goals achieved while we have this quality time and time to ourselves. So.
I can't be like your accountability partner. Like,
no,
I'm the
I
worst.
understand. You'll be asleep. So
yeah, I'll be like, what did you do? And you're just gonna lie. Like, I worked out. I did this and that, and I would have no idea.
Right. But you know me. I don't need much motivation. I just kind of talk to myself and get myself in that
me,
zone.
On the other hand, I need a lot of motivation, and it's like a double-edged sword, because like it's very hard for me to get like inspired by other people and like motivated. I'm the only person that can do that, and it's like I just don't do it. It's like, you're fine, you're doing all right, girl, it's okay.
So appreciate you guys tuning in so far. We got a few people watching, a few people if you haven't liked already, drop a like on the stream. We appreciate that. Makes people see it a little more. Drop the comments, let us know it's here if you haven't already. We appreciate you. So I guess we can get into, and if you want, you could buy us a coffee. Why not? Why not? So there's two options. You can either do the $5 a month, and you get all those benefits we mentioned earlier, or you could just donate once. Your name will pop up on the screen here, and you'll get a congratulations, and we'll still send you a sticker. You don't have to, we'll still send you a sticker just because you're here on the live show.
Yeah. If we were at Love Story Wolf House, you would have to buy us a drink.
Right.
That's mandatory.
Right.
That's why I used to get drunk at Wolf House.
Exactly. Right. Drinks on you. Drinks on you.
Right.
All right. So let's get into the main topic of the day.
Ooh, spicy. Spicy.
So, Yari, why aren't you married yet?
Well, there's a couple answers to that.
Right.
First of all, according to you,
right,
it's because I haven't asked you yet.
I mean, I told her from day one, if you propose to me, it's done. We are married. It no questions. Even if there's skepticism in my mind, I'm gonna say yes. Mm-hmm. So that hasn't happened.
I will never,
obviously,
ever, never, ever, ever, never, ever.
What?
Just the thought of it makes me sick. To ask you to marry me,
right?
No, that's not gonna happen.
We kind of got off to an agreement, like we both get on one knee and ask each other.
No, we didn't. We did not agree to that. You mentioned it, and I said absolutely not.
You were like thinking about it a little bit. No.
I think you that's what you wanted to see, and that's what you saw, but I did not agree to that.
All right, if you didn't, then I'll believe it, and we'll leave it there.
No, this is like, I mean, whatever makes you happy, dude. I'm not going to propose to you.
Right.
And that's just that. I will plan the whole wedding without you asking me.
Will you?
And send you an
and you'll
invite.
Okay. I mean,
meet me there.
What if I don't show up?
I will murder you.
What if I'm busy that day?
You're busy?
I got a meeting or something.
A meeting?
Yeah. What if I got a meeting?
I will murder you.
But yeah, I mean, we've been together for about to be 8 years.
It's crazy.
In May.
Yeah.
Well, July.
Okay.
Or
whatever.
so.
We're not gonna get into that. It's May.
May. Well, we met in May. So
we met in May.
My anniversary is in May, but July is when she counts.
Because that's when we made it official.
Right. We were just dating.
Yeah.
From May to July.
Yeah.
And then we made it official in July.
I mean, whatever.
So
I'm over it.
So this year, either way, will be 8 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of people ask us, like, oh, what's going on, Kev?
Yeah, like, it's been so long. Oh my God. People tell me all the time, like, aren't you mad?
Right.
Are you mad at him?
Be a man.
What's going on?
Get on those knees and ask.
And both knees?
Both knees. So she knows it's real.
So what's your answer? Why aren't you married yet? Or engaged or whatever?
Engaged or whatever. I just don't want to get married, No.
Oh, all right. It's going to turn to an argument.
Argument pod.
Yeah.
And we touched on this a bit in we did a podcast with another pod called Midlife Crisis. So
yeah.
There's more on there. But I think, we've been together for 8 years, but it sounds like a long time. But we, 6 of those years or 5 of those years were long distance.
Right.
So a lot of that was us not even being with each other full time.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say for sure, like, oh, okay, of course you love that person, but I think for marriage to work, you need to have that time together. We need to get those hours in, those days in, those months in. So, I mean, although we were together 5 years prior to her moving here to New York, we saw each other maybe twice a month during those 5 years.
Yeah.
So,
and it was like, it's always like a carved out time for yourself. So it's like, not always, like we did used to argue and fight sometimes when we saw each other, but it was like very, like, this is us weekend, and like we're gonna hang out, we're gonna go to brunch and do fun stuff and whatever. So it's hard to go back to those times and like really see the course of our relationship, because like we were just like actively like trying to make the time that we had together fun. Right. So when you're living together, and you have we some downs,
put our differences aside. Like, we only got 3 days, so
like
let's like live it up as much as we can, and have a blast. But those 5 years, it's hard to say they count, but it's like you don't really know that person till you live with them. In my opinion, I know some people disagree, but I just feel like I in my mind I would never even think about getting married until I live with somebody, because people are different at home,
Oh yes, they are. They're very different.
People can be quite different in their home when nobody's watching. Yeah. And thankfully she's not that different. I'm
the best.
She doesn't smile as much.
I'm the best.
No,
what?
I'm just playing.
I'm always smiling.
No, I'm just playing.
I scream at you sometimes. But
every now and then. I mean, we got a couple big arguments. One is the oatmeal pot. Yeah. Got a question in the group.
So how is the transition from 2 days to every
So I
day?
assume it's going to be like working now because I only go in 2 days a week and then we'll have to go back to full time.
So
at
you're
some
comparing
point.
our relationship to like corporate America and going to work?
Relationships are work. No,
They are work, though.
They're work, but I don't want to say the corny cliche line.
So how is the transition for you? And
For
then
me,
I could go after.
So you didn't have a job, and we'll get to.
Wow, you just put me on blast. Like, you're unemployed, first of all. Okay, all right.
So Yari didn't have a position here because she just finished college in Rhode Island.
Right.
So she didn't have a job. Oh, getting a call. Sorry. I'll call you back, brother. So when she got here, she didn't have a job. So, already from the jump, it wasn't a good start.
Yeah.
Because you were, stressed out about getting a job. I'm like, listen, don't worry about it. It's New York.
Yeah.
I got a lot of connections. We'll get you a job at some point. I just want to make sure you get something you like. So you were going on some bullshit interviews. I was like, why are you bothering with this? I'm telling you, these are nonsense.
I'm trying to be proactive.
I understand. Apply, but, pick and choose what you apply to.
So you didn't have a job.
You didn't have a job, so it was a little stressful at first.
Yeah.
And it was not.
And we didn't have our own place. We were at mom's.
No, yeah, I was at my mom's house for at least 2 months before we got our own place.
Yeah.
So that was another thing. So it was like we couldn't like let our hair down and really get to know each other.
Yeah.
So at least I think it's good that we lived at mom's house for 2 months just to kind of. Make sure she's comfortable with me. And, of course, we've been together 5 years. She knows me very well. But like I said, living with somebody and dating them for a few years is totally different. Mm-hmm. So when we got our own place, and apartment hunting was fun. For
Some
me,
days.
I enjoyed it.
Some
But she got a little stressed out. She thought we would never find.
I was like, I'm living
under
under the bridge. Like that's
right,
it. I'm homeless.
So I was like, just take it. I always got to bring her back a notch. Like, just take it easy. We will figure this out.
Yeah.
We will find a place. But yeah, things like that. Like we talked a lot, but we never like talked about how we're feeling like deep down, like those deeper feelings until we kind of lived with each other. Because we were together all the time. Like, and it kind of carried over once we started living together. Like we would get into arguments just because we wouldn't tell each other what's on our mind.
Yeah.
Or if something bothered me or something bothered you, I would just keep it to myself. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm just used to it. Because I'm like, what? We're long distance. What's she gonna do if I have a problem? Like, what? Nothing's gonna happen. I can't like
schedule an argument for 7 o'clock after class.
So it's like whatever, bro. I'm just gonna keep going about my day. So I think, living together opened that realm for us, and a level of understanding. Like I felt like I knew you very well even when you first moved here, but I didn't
yeah.
Like now after I don't know how long we've been living together, 3 years, like 2.5 years, I feel like I actually do know you very well, and I think you know me very well. So certain days I just don't want to be bothered, but when we're long distance, you don't know how I'm feeling.
And I just want to hang out. Like, I want to talk to you all day.
Right. Yeah.
Because we don't see each other, so I want to talk.
Exactly. But, and I can't explain it. Some days I just wake up on the wrong side of the bed and I need, like, the morning to myself. I just want to be in silence. I don't want to be bothered.
It's very, like, he's, like, downplaying it. Like, it's very intense. Like, when people probably listening now are just like, yeah, everybody has those days. Like, no, with Kevin, it's, like, intense. And, like, you can tell. And that, I think that's a big deal. That was a big deal when we were long distance because I'm not seeing you. I'm not looking at you. So I literally cannot tell. So now that I see it and I'm able to like sense it, I'm just like, all right, cool. It's going to be that day. Like, and I don't take it personally. Yeah. Because it's like, it's not me.
Right.
Like it has nothing to do with me.
No, it's not you. But when we're long distance and you have some anxiety, things on your own side, so it's like, oh man, what I do? What he's mad at me for something, or
I always thought it was
he's
me.
Got another woman, or something.
I always thought it was me.
Zanelle says she knows that look.
Yeah. It's a Rucker thing, I think. Yeah.
So yeah, getting to know each other on a deeper level, living together it's been a great experience.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we've improved. When we were long distance, we were very young. Well, I mean, we got like 2 years apart on our age now, but
yeah.
I was like 24, 23, just got my master's, just got out of college or whatever. and you were still in college doing your degrees. Mm-hmm. So, we were kids, I didn't know any better. I just like living my life. I'm not thinking, oh, she's going through something. Let me, check on it. It's hard to tell through text also. It's
really hard. We
don't FaceTime or call each other till I get home or she gets home from work or school. So, 10 o'clock, we both had a long day. It's like, kind of tired. I kind of don't want to talk.
Sometimes we would sit on FaceTime and not say anything. Like, literally not say anything.
Right,
just
right.
look at each other. Like,
I mean, we would talk to each other all day.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, all right, let's call each other.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, I told you everything I did for the today. Like, what do you want to talk about? I got nothing left to tell you.
He's like, okay. And then, like, you started saying okay, but in the beginning you'd be like, oh, you're like, for what? And I'm like, why you have to be so rude? Like, what do you mean for what?
Right. And I'm very straightforward.
Yeah.
And
like, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, can you just call? Like,
yeah. Sometimes I'm not trying to be a dick, and it just comes across that way sometimes.
Sure.
But some people don't believe that, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's fine.
So I think for me, the transition was like, it was kind of crazy. Like the same way you say like, oh, I thought I knew you. Like, I feel like you have this like kind of like fantasy version of the person that you love. Like I saw you through those lenses, like of like straight up just love, and like I love him so much, and like he's perfect for me and all that stuff. And then when we see each other twice, for a weekend and like do something amazing, have a great time, go to the beach, go to the brunch, it's like it just reinforces that fantasy, Yeah. And then, going from that to like every single day and like going through, just the day-to-day struggles and like just like everything, it was very, very different. Yeah. And I feel like we had, in the 2 years that we've been living together, we've had more like difficult conversations and, I don't want to say hardships, but like just really like, dense relationship stuff. In this, half that we've been living together, we've had way more than we had way before. And like when I was in school, I was stressed and, I was working 2 jobs, and then at one point I wasn't working, all this stuff, and I had all these stresses that were adding to my personal life, but it didn't affect you in any way. Right. Now that we live together, if something is affecting you, it kind of affects me, and something is affecting me, it kind of trickles down to you. So like,
yeah, like you lost your job during this pandemic. At some point I was like, oh shit. Yeah. And then she was like, what are we gonna do? I'm like, all right, don't worry about it, I got you. So if I was like home and that happened to me, it would be I would just be like, oh damn, that's crazy, girl. Shit, what you gonna do, girl?
That's it. What you gonna do? How are you gonna figure this out?
What you gonna do?
Yeah. That's crazy.
When I was younger, I was thinking like that. I wasn't thinking like, oh, I gotta help my girl out, she needs help. Yeah. It was like,
like every man for himself. Kind of
thing. It was like, dang. Yeah. But now that she's here, we're physically here, it's like, all right, she needs me, let me help her out. Yeah. But before it was like, oh, you got to find a new job. Dang. All right. Yeah. Cool.
And like also I feel like a huge difference in like long distance and living together is like when something happens, like you're kind of seeing it. So like, sometimes you're in the room when I get a call or a text or something happens to me, like I spill something, or like if I'm having a really bad anxiety day, like I tend to be like clumsy and like run into stuff and break glass and like eat something, and you notice that and you're like, is everything okay? Before, I kind of had to vocalize everything, and that's such a drag. Right. Like, I don't want to be like, I had a horrible day. Yeah. I spill this, and
especially if I had a beautiful day and I'm like living my best life.
So I was like, I don't want to tell you this stuff. Like,
and it's like, oh man, I gotta be sad for you now. I'm just having a great day.
Yeah. So sometimes I would not say anything. Like, how's your day? Like, whatever. Right. It was a rough day, but I'm here now, and like we just like smooth over it. But now like you see everything.
Right. Now, if I see her struggling with something, I go up to her, I give her a hug or something. I say, "What's up? What's up?" Yeah. Or I bother her a little bit.
Like earlier, you were like, "Put your computer down. Come on, walk away. Let's just come on, take a breather."
If I hear her going. She be making sounds in the corner. I'll be like, yo,
you okay?
You good? Yo, just come get some water. Let's get some air. Let's look at our plants.
Before you weren't there, so you didn't see that.
So definitely, why we aren't married yet. Back to the main point here. Yeah. It takes time, and you just don't get that time you need together to make that decision from being long distance.
Yeah, I agree.
Like if I were to propose to her, or she were to propose to me, as soon as
let's not go back to that.
as soon as she moved here, it would be like, one of us might have been like, I'm not 100% sure. I hope we would have that frame of mind to say, I'm not 100% sure, but maybe not. Maybe we'll still be a little childish and like,
Oh, maybe we would have been engaged for like 4 years.
Right.
Which is right. Is that any better?
Yeah. When I get engaged.
Yeah, don't say if. Don't make me chop you. Do not say if.
When I get engaged, whether she asks me or I ask her, I don't want a long engagement. I just want to.
Pam and Roy.
Yeah, 5 years or whatever. There's a movie 5 Year Engagement. I think we watched it the other day. But I don't want a long engagement. I want, as soon as I engage, like within 6 to 12 months, I want this over with.
What? Don't say it like that. You want it over with?
I want to be done.
What? It's not a chore or a task.
Officially, Mr. Flores.
Oh my God. You're taking my last name? That is lit. That's lit. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a really good question.
Nancy said, when the time does come, what is something you would like to happen during your proposal? I guess that's for you, unless I'll answer after you.
Okay. So for me, I have a couple things that I like absolutely need for my proposal. And I really hope that this comes as no surprise to you, because if it does, I'm going to be like shocked. This is very vain. Number one, I need to have my nails done. I need my nails done.
I know.
I need to have my nails done. And not even for like social media and to post it, but like just for me and like my goddess, my inner goddess. Like I need to have like top notch. The looks need to be served, okay? That's number one. Number two, I really think that I want like an intimate proposal, because I do have like anxiety, right? I don't want like mad people there, like in front of like a bunch of people, especially like in front of like strangers. That's just like, that makes my heart like that makes my heart beat a little crazy. But not Mr. Flores, please.
Wait, who's ND? Who's that?
That's Madeline. Hey, Madeline.
Oh, what's up?
But yeah, I feel I want it to be intimate and thoughtful, and I need to have my nails done. That's basically it.
That's pretty easy.
Like, that's it. Like, I don't have no, like, diamond requirements. Like, it needs to be, like, X size or whatever, shape or whatever. Like, I feel like you know my style pretty well. And I think you would do a good job picking, like, a ring. Like, yeah. I don't doubt that in any way. I don't need to, like, send you links or anything like that. But as far as, like, the proposal, and like, it's just one of those things where it's like, all right, I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, whatever, I trust you. Like, please just don't do something stupid. Like do not dress up in costume like Michael Scott or anything like that. Like, simple, romantic, tasteful, intimate. Like, that's it.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
Did you know all that?
I think so.
Are you gonna ask me at the Knicks game?
No. Listen, I don't know if you guys been to a Knicks game, but the rows are kind of thin. Mm-hmm. Like, there's not much leg room.
And you're really tall.
I'm kind of tall, so I don't think it would be right for me to ask there. I just feel weird. I don't want to get on one knee or two knees. Personally,
I can't.
I like wearing shorts most of the time, so I don't want to mess up my pants.
You're not gonna mess
my knees. I don't want to mess up my knees, putting my knees on the floor.
I just can't deal with this
if
right now.
Maybe if I wear a knee brace. if
I see you with a knee brace, I'm going to know what's going on.
If you see me with a knee brace, you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
I can't deal with this right now.
But, have you ever had your knee on concrete for a long period of time? Of course. It doesn't feel good.
It's not a long period of time where you're going to give a speech or something?
Maybe, maybe.
Oh, my God, you're so annoying.
Unless I do like a lunge, like a floating lunge. Without going all the way down. You've done lunges. Yeah. So I do yoga too now. So maybe
How do you call it? Broga.
Oh, broga. I do broga here and there. So maybe if I do like forward Warrior 2 kind of.
Oh my! I don't need to know this. Like, I literally do not need to know these details.
A Warrior 2 lunge, then maybe it can work. But no.
Did you know all that?
I did. I think I did. Zanelle has a question.
Okay.
How intimate? Recorded or like private?
So here's, like, I struggle with this because, like, I'm all about the aesthetics and the social media, and everybody knows that, right? And I do want, like, not just for social media, but I do love having, like, memories to look back to, right? So I would like to have something to look back to, and if it's, like, amazing quality, then why not? But it's not a complete deal breaker if I don't have, like, a video of the actual moment.
Yeah, I don't think I would do a video or picture. I think I'd keep it completely private, or maybe in a semi-public setting or something like that.
You have Donnell in the corner, like,
I just pictures. Don't want to. I don't want to do any work. I just want to do what
This is not about you.
I understand, but I want it to be perfect for me too.
So you don't want to do any work?
No, I don't want to do any extra work. I just want to do what I got to do.
Pop
those questions.
Can't. We're gonna come back after it happens and like recap.
I'm gonna have my knee brace on, and
oh my gosh,
it's gonna blow your mind.
Oh boy, I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's gonna blow her mind. She's gonna be like, yo, whoa,
I really don't know
whoa.
If that's good or bad.
You're gonna be flabbergasted.
That's not a good word. Not a good word to describe somebody with anxiety.
Shocked.
Oh my god. But yeah, anyways. Please don't do nothing crazy. Please. I'm gonna be in shock where I don't know what to say. Like completely frozen.
No. It's gonna be nice. I wouldn't. You know me better than that. I take care of you. I joke around a lot, all day. All day. When it's time to do something nice, I go all out for my baby.
Oh yeah, he's all about the luxury and the romantic stuff.
Right. So, to answer everybody's question that asked me or her, when are you guys getting married? Why?
When is it? When is it? Timeline.
Why aren't you married right now? No. Just playing. It's not a proposal on the air. I just said we're not gonna do a public.
I would like shut this down.
Live on the pod.
Shut it down right now.
Live on the pod. No.
Oh my god.
But for me, she knows I love her. I know she loves me. We both know it's gonna happen at some point. It's just hasn't happened yet. So I mean, I don't think there's anything to add to that. I think between us, we've gotten to know each other even better living together. And this pandemic.
We survived the pandemic. First of all, that's like huge. Okay, like
so a lot of people can't relate. Couples didn't make it through.
Yeah.
But yeah, in relation to us, we are in such a good place right now. So that's not even a hesitation. Someday it's gonna happen. And I'll be Mr. Flores. And
I can't. Mr. Flores, that's my dad.
But without a doubt, there's a lot of love here. But marriages are not just about love. It's communication.
It's so much more.
It's, togetherness. It's like ride or die. It's like, nonstop.
Yeah.
It's every day. So,
that's right.
You just have to make sure you have that before you jump into a marriage.
Yeah. And I think I don't know. I think that our generation views marriage so in such a different way than older people.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's kind of not completely necessary.
No.
It's like people used to think, I guess, I don't even know in the past, why it had such a huge hold on your relationship, the status of your relationship, and literally bringing the government into your relationship. But it's we have done so much, and we plan to do so much more in the future, and that we have, obviously that's one of the steps, but it's not it's just not stopping us from doing anything that we need to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No.
It's not all right, I need to get married and then this. I need to get married and then that. It's totally fine.
Right. Are there any tax benefits to getting married or anything like that?
I think so. I honestly
I gotta
don't
look
know.
it up, see if getting write-offs.
Don't be shady. This is not. That's not why we're getting married.
See what the write-offs look like before we do this.
Any married people in the chat, let us know. What are the benefits? What are the benefits? I mean,
I think honestly, I think we operate like a married couple already. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't see any difference, having a ceremony from how that changes everything. It doesn't change. I
want it. Don't get me wrong. Of course. I want.
No. Yeah. I mean, I don't want a huge thing either, but I want something.
Yeah.
but I don't think it's gonna like change anything, or like does this feeling come inside you and it's like, oh man, love is different now. I don't think so. I think we already built the pillars that you build a marriage on. It's just a matter of doing the ceremony, but we operate like a married couple. We do things together. We talk to each other about everything,
Literally.
So.
Listen.
Yeah.
We've been, like I said, we've been having some difficult conversations.
Right.
It's like a lot of people don't do, and I don't know, why would people wait? Like, oh, I need to wait until I'm married to have a conversation. Like, if you need to have a conversation, have the conversation.
No, put it all on the table now before we get married.
So the taxes are better.
Taxes are better, supposedly. So I gotta do some research before we. Can you write the ring off? Any way you can write a ring off?
Oh my god!
Did you know? I don't know.
That is
gotta see.
That's kind of ratchet.
Rings are expensive.
Oh my god!
We went earring shopping. She wanted to get earrings the other day. Are you wearing your earrings?
Oh yeah, I'm wearing my earrings.
She went earring shopping. And I don't buy jewelry. I don't wear jewelry. I never wore jewelry. I have like maybe a watch. It's fake.
Chinatown, what up?
Yeah, no, so I got some somewhere. I use an Apple Watch now, which is beautiful because it doesn't feel like jewelry or anything. It's just, it's just there, technology. So I'm not a big jewelry person, so I went with her to the earring store, and like the small piece of earrings and gold are like $600. I was like, this ain't even got ain't even got no diamonds in it. How much is a ring? I never looked or anything like that, so. I need to write those off. So if you guys know any,
I can't.
Text me on the side. Don't put it on here because I don't want her to know.
I already know.
You don't know you don't know the deal I'm about to get.
Oh my gosh.
But don't.
You get the ring on Groupon.
Get a Groupon ring. If they got rings on Groupon, I'll see what's up. Maybe get 2 rings. Get 2 rings.
If I see like a bundle, I already know.
2 for 1 bundle.
I already know. Like, hey, I got you some earrings as well. I already know.
Yeah, you get the bundle, baby.
Oh my god.
The bundle.
This is getting a little hectic.
Maybe one day. Maybe one.
I can't. No. But yeah, I mean, jewelry's expensive.
Yeah.
And especially like a diamond. That's why I'm not a very like flashy kind of person. Like I like luxury in other ways. Like I love like travel and like good food, and I'm not big on like name brand stuff, and like even like cars and stuff like that. Like I'm fine, like it's okay, but I don't want to be played either.
No.
I'm not trying to be played.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't value jewelry that much, so.
But it's not hard for you.
I understand. And me, I don't want to wear a ring.
What do you want for your?
I don't know. Can I get a hat or something?
A hat.
Says married on it.
Then you want a grill, you said?
Grill?
Yeah.
A grill or a chain.
This is just married or whatever?
Yeah, just married.
So you're not going to wear like a wedding band?
I don't really want to. I mean, I'll wear it if you feel like, oh, he's going to get mad women if he doesn't have his ring on. If that's your logic, then I'll wear it, just not to piss you off.
It doesn't stop anything.
Exactly. I've seen married men do all the things that a single man does. Yeah. I won't say any names, but...
Oh, boy. Let's say the names. Say the names.
I got receipts.
Call them out.
Not my brothers. I would never turn on my brothers. Never.
Call them out.
Never. My brothers.
If I knew, I would call you out.
No.
Just
don't
saying.
Tell her nothing, guys. Keep it to yourself.
Put it on blast. Put it in the chat. Right,
but yeah, I don't know. I guess I could wear it. If I feel like wearing a ring, I wear it. But I want like a big joint, like a big joint.
Yeah.
Like a. You ever seen the championship rings? Like the
Super Bowl
ring?
Yeah.
That
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, just
and then you want to get something on Groupon for me?
Yeah, Kevin and Yari forever. I'm putting on it. Big ass ring.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, or pinky ring.
No, let's sleep on it.
All right, we'll think about it.
Let's come back. Let's bring it back.
The ring draws more? What does that mean?
Like more women.
Oh,
like
okay.
When you wear a ring.
All
it's
right,
like, oh,
I didn't
okay.
know, All right. So the ladies, check out the ring. It's coming.
So now you're getting now you're for the ring.
What about
the ring.
Let's see if the grill draws any attention. I'll get a bunch of things. I'll get a grill, I'll get a chain, I'll get a ring.
Who is gonna get you all this stuff?
All right, I'm going with a little silver. If it's silver, you don't got to get the full gold and diamonds. Cubic.
So you want a whole set?
I'll get the zirconium. Not real diamonds. So if I lose it, it's all good. I'll get another one.
It's not gonna happen.
You don't got. I spent $200 on my shit, so I got like 10 rings. You feel me?
$200 on the whole set?
Yeah, 10 rings for $200.
What? Okay. Send me the link.
10 rings. We're gonna find those rings. Amazon. Check. Sorry, Kato, if you're watching. I don't think she's watching, but if you are,
He keeps talking about Amazon.
no. All right. So yeah, the reason we're not married yet, we'll get married on our own time.
We will, and stop asking him. Mind your business.
I think it's like a social norm to ask people. I don't know why. Like, oh, when's the baby coming? When's the wedding?
I can't. Like, what? I used to get really annoyed. Now I'm just like, whatever. But I used to get like so mad. Yeah. Especially when I was in school. Right. And people are like, oh, when are you having a baby? I'm like, what? Like, I'm getting like my second degree. And you're asking me when I'm having a baby? Like, and of course I want children. Like, I want babies. But it's just, I think it's just rude to be like, when are you having baby? Like, it's expected of you. Like, you need to have babies. I'm like, why? Yeah. Like, why? Why? I'm a great auntie. You don't need to say, Yeah.
I mean, I see married couples. Most of them are unhappy, so I don't want that for us. I don't want that for myself. So make sure it's right before you guys get married. That's all. Yeah. And if you feel it's right early, that's you. That's your prerogative. I don't, not judging you or anything. But for us, it's we're taking our time with it and doing it right for us.
That's it.
Run my stocks up.
Yep, that's what we're just trying.
That's Zara, the 10 rings for 200 Zara rings. All right, I didn't know they had rings at Zara. Got to check it out. Z, appreciate you.
I'll turn your finger green. I don't want to hear it. Exactly. Stay out of our uterus. Like, come on, guys. Right. When we have a baby, we'll have a baby, and that's it.
That's it.
You need to know the details.
Right. None of your business, unless it's my mom, your mom. Like, when my grandbaby's coming, I'm like,
they ask me all the time. Abuela just asked me the other day when she called me for my birthday. She's like, only one thing that I want from you, and I'm like, oh God, here we go. All
right. It's getting a little late.
Okay.
We got into the conversation a little bit. We love talking about love and our plans for the future and our experiences in relationships.
Yeah.
If you guys have questions, you can ask, but if not, we're gonna jump into some segments.
Yeah. Any questions? Drop them in the chat right now.
It was perfect. You guys were asking questions while we were rolling, so I could just pop it up on the screen and answer it while we roll. So that was perfect, guys. Perfect.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here, everybody.
Our first live pod, man. It is going beautiful. Yeah. I am loving it. This is more fun, actually, I think, because we got a crowd here. You guys are going to listen anyway, so it's, it's cool. It's cool. We can talk to people directly and ask us questions right on the spot. So that's cool.
Yeah. I like it.
You would do it again?
Yes.
When?
What? When? What do you mean when?
You want to get a guest on here live? We could do guest interviews too live.
We could do guests. That's fine. I like us. I like just us.
Yeah.
I like hanging out with you.
That's cool. We hang out all day.
Yeah.
That's cool. We just got a couple mics in front of us.
I feel like the guests sometimes are like, I'm like, I just want to talk to you.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird with a guest just because.
Especially virtual, yeah.
Yeah, virtual. When we were in person, when we did it in person, it was great because we didn't really have to think about, pausing, when you're on like a Zoom call or a video chat or whatever. You kind of have to wait for the other person to finish. Otherwise, there's like it lowers both of your volumes on it. So it's weird. So I'm glad we are able to do this way. If no questions, I'll just plug one more thing. We're working on a content creation coursework for people with businesses or people who want to create their own content and share their work but don't exactly know how. We've been doing this for a couple years now. We're getting pretty good at it, so we want to help you guys with that. So that will be coming hopefully in the next we want to make sure it's in by Q2, so sometime between now and before summer. We want to have that ready, so we'll be looking for people to try it out for a much lower price than what we plan to sell it for. So we'll
like
keep
the
you
beta,
posted.
Right?
Yeah. We'll try it out. It'll be a lot and substantial, so it'll be worth every penny. And if it's not, we'll give you your money back, of course, because we're not in this completely for the money. We want to help people out.
Right.
So yeah. All right. If no questions, I guess we will get into some shit I don't like.
Let's do
Are you going to participate today? Mm-hmm. And people watching live, if you want to jump in and type something you don't like in there, feel free. But let's do this. So shit I don't like if you, I forget, some people might not have watched the show before, first time, long time, or whatever. So if you haven't watched the show or listened to the show, shit I don't like is basically your chance to say anything in the world that upset you, annoyed you, could be completely irrational. Mine usually are and only apply to me and probably nobody else. Maybe a few people out there, there's something for everybody out there. But if you have something, you feel free to type it up. We'll read it out on the pod. So yeah, Yari, would you like to go first?
Yes.
All right, I'll reset. Let's do this.
So my shit I don't like is like social media related. So if you're on social media just to disagree with other people, please just get off, log out, get some air, lighten up. I just feel like in the recent times, everyone wants to be a master of something online. And if you type something out, like for example, especially on Twitter, like it's just like your like thoughts, like just putting out your thoughts every second or whatever. And people love to just jump on and be like, well, I disagree. And it's like, what? Like, I wasn't talking to you. And I understand social media, like you need to be social and talk to people, whatever. But there's people who literally live to type out those type of comments, like I disagree, I don't agree, like this is false, like you're lying, or whatever the case might be. And it's just like, bro, like what are you doing here? I've gotten a lot of those recently, and it's like, why are you following me? Like if you disagree with everything I say, why are you following me?
Just
so that's my shit I don't like for this week. Exactly.
Yari, thank you for participating in shit I don't like today.
Yeah.
Let me see what I got here. I got a few, so I don't.
You got a few.
If you guys don't know, I write these. I go about my day like anybody else, but if something really annoys me, I have the frame of mind to go back and pull out my notes and write it down.
It's like that the Office when Ryan is like writing on his notes, like that's him, like.
I might do two because
okay.
Maybe I'll do the first one, and if I feel good after, I'll do the second one.
Okay.
So first one, I know some of you guys, saw my story today. I love Maury. I love the Maury show. I think we all need that little bit of ratchetness in our lives.
Right.
I just like to get mine through Maury and Real Housewives of Atlanta occasionally, but this new season, the pandemic season, is not as entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
They are not fighting as much, honestly. It's kind of a little too friendly for me. But on Maury, everybody fights. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, my shit I don't like, and I love Maury, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Wow. I just want to put that on record. I love you, Maury. I think you're doing a great job. 30 years in the game. I've been watching you this whole time since I was a baby.
It's getting weird.
So yeah, Maury does this thing in the beginning, like the most compelling story they put at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And then it was like results. There's results at the end. Is you the father, you're not the father. But he's been doing this thing where he does the whole process and the whole argument, and then right when he's gonna go to results, he goes to commercial, and then it's another fucking scene, another couple up there when he comes back, and he doesn't read the results from that group until the end, and I'm like, yo, bro, I need to know what happened, bro. Maury, we've been doing this for 30 years. Don't do this to me now. We brothers, man.
Oh wow, they switched it up.
They violated. They want to keep. I understand they want to keep you in it.
Yeah.
And I understand the showbiz. But I'm already locked in. You got me, bro. You got me. I'm gonna watch this whole hour anyway. So, come on, Maury. Just come on. Yeah. I need you, man. Just come back to me. Please, don't play with my emotions. I'm all hyped up like, oh, who's it gonna be? Who's the daddy? Oh man, the lady today, she was like, oh, she slept with the uncle and the nephew, and she was like, some kids don't even got one father in their life. I gave my baby 2 fathers, and I broke down. I was just crying, man. I was crying. I was just rolling.
I can't.
But yeah. Stop doing that shit, Maury. I fucking love you, man.
Wow. How do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good. I have to get these things off my chest.
So you gonna do a second one?
I'll save it.
Okay.
I think I gave the people enough today. I am feeling good, but What if I run out of stuff, you know?
You will never run out of stuff.
What if I run out of material?
Guarantee you will never run out of material.
You saw my list? I got like...
It's like every day you're like, I see you like typing stuff. And I'm like, who are you writing over there?
nothing about you, baby.
Yeah, right.
I got a separate shit I don't like for you. I don't read it on the pod.
That one stays in the archive.
Right, I read it just to myself.
Yes.
You know.
I don't even want to know. I don't care.
No. I don't. You know, I love everything you do. Everything.
I'm perfect, right?
Literally perfect.
Okay.
Literally.
That's all I want to hear.
Literally.
That's all I want to hear.
Anybody in the crowd? I mean, we'll give you a couple seconds to think about it if you want. Type it up.
Just throw it in there,
yeah,
guys.
I'll give you 30 seconds. If nobody responds in 30 seconds, we will wrap this pod up, call it a night. We'll let you know when we do another one. We had a pretty good turnout today, so I'm hoping we can do this again. And I hope you guys had a good time. I hope we can get some feedback from you.
Yeah. Somebody wants your second. Natalie wants your second show. I'm like,
I have to give the people what they want.
That's your excuse.
I have
He's
to.
so hyped, Natalie. You see him?
I have to. This is my favorite part of the show, and we're live right now.
Yeah.
It's our first time live. If you guys request anything right now, it's gonna happen. Like if you say, "Oh, guys, just make out right now," we gotta do it because it's show business, baby. It's show business. We can't let the people down.
Like that time we made out in the party bus.
We did make out in the party bus in the middle of the party bus.
In front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a wild night, to say the least. All right. Shit I don't like number 2. I usually don't do 2, but you know the people ask me, baby, so I have to give the people what they want. So yeah, you know, these phones are beautiful machines. You know, this thing controls my life, everything. But recently, I've been, you know, you got your logins to every site. You know, I got like 80 fucking passwords and 100 passwords saved on this thing. And recently I've been getting these notifications saying, "Oh, too many of your passwords are similar." Have you been getting those?
Yeah. I have the same password for everything.
And I'm just like, bro, before when we made passwords, it was like, put something you could remember.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. Not that easy.
A lot of people had that though.
You know, I got passwords. They're similar. I just got different letters, caps, and different numbers. I remember
your passwords are random though.
They are, but I have similar codes for my different passwords. I have like a rotation of like 8 passwords that I use. Okay. So it has to be one of those 8. So, but I have like 100 accounts all over the internet. So. How are we supposed to keep track? What if my phone breaks? I'm losing all those fucking passwords.
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember this fucking XJ594 capital
Oh my God,
T.
the strong password that they recommend?
Yes, right. You have to use one of those basically. Otherwise it says, "Oh, these are too similar. These are too similar." Yeah. So I'm just like, bro, just fucking make it safe. Make it all safe. Fuck are you doing? This is
make it all safe.
This is fucking Apple. Protect us. Protect our information.
No.
So
now it's like you don't even know your password.
I don't know
any
of these. You
literally don't know anything.
If I have them saved in like a notepad just in case, like worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, I can't even read my own handwriting half the time. How am I supposed to?
That's a hard one.
How am I supposed to remember these passwords?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Impossible. So fuck these companies making us change our fucking passwords to shit we can't even fucking remember. Fuck them. All right, baby. All right. Pod is yours. I'm clocking out.
You're clocking out? He's winded. He's like, I'm done. I gave it too much. So, of course, we like to end things on a positive note, you guys. If you're listeners of our podcast, we're all about duality and balance. So we do like to get things off our chest with shit I don't like, but we also like to just wrap it up, reel it in, reel it in with the positive notes.
And before you jump in, I'm going to be spending a lot of time working on an ebook, filtering through from our first episodes, the best positive notes and putting them into an ebook for our subscribers on our Buy Me a Coffee. So if you want some positivity in your life and you want to help us out, we'll be free for all of our subscribers. So
there's some good positive notes.
But Yari, I will hold on, we got a comment here before we jump in. A positive note.
Yeah.
The other day I was using a password. I tried to use a password and the account told me that one was on the dark net. What? I was like, what the fuck? I had the same one for everything. Yeah. So I don't know what they want us to do. Make it these random passwords and then they pretty much control your life, maybe? Yeah. Is that what they want?
I think so.
Because they're gonna freaking, if somebody gets my fucking Gmail account, I'm fucking screwed.
That's it. It's a wrap.
You just get that one password. You got all my passwords.
It's a wrap.
Crazy. So I'm gonna change my Gmail password. I'm gonna change that today. But everything else, I don't know. We'll see. But Yari, would you like to send us off on a positive note today?
Of course. Well, first of all, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you all so much. I can't see everyone who's here, but thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And for this positive note, I just want to encourage everyone to save a little bit for yourself. And what I mean by that is, in this digital age where we're sharing every moment of our lives, especially for those of us who are creatives and sharing, our daily lives online because of a brand or whatever it is that you're working on, just save a little bit for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are living your life day to day and creating these memories. And if you share every single thing online with so many people, it's like, are you really doing it for you or for this audience or this imaginary group of people? As long as you save a tiny little bit, whether that be the meditation that you did that day or a flower that you saw on your walk or a nice memory that you have that pops, how those memories pop up on your social media, 3 years ago you did this, you did that. Just save one of those things for yourself and really take the moment to appreciate that and reflect on it, because when you end up sharing every single thing, it's who are you doing this for? So for this positive note, save a little bit for yourself.
Thank you for that positive note, baby.
Of course.
It's been another Monster Pod, everybody. Episode 69. Why aren't you married yet? We appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Yes.
Live pod, our first live pod. I'd say it's pretty successful, wouldn't you say so yourself?
So. Yeah. Yep, it is.
How many times can we do this?
I'm not drunk yet.
We're not even drunk yet. We will be drunk. We will be drunk tonight. It's Friday night. Party time.
So we did it. We did it, babe.
We did it. We're tight quarters here, so we got to give weird high fives. So appreciate you guys again. Again, if you haven't already, check out our Buy Me a Coffee. The link is right there. It's also in the bio, the description in these comments here. If you want to support us, check it out.
And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, hit the subscribe button before you leave this channel. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, please, or the podcast, wherever you like to listen or watch. Please subscribe. It means more than you think.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful Friday.
Peace. And you can always send us some shit I don't like, and I'll read it on this pod, by the way. So just want to look in the camera, let the people know, that I love them.
We love you.
I love you. Peace.